tonight. Um, so I was just chilling on my couch this evening. Me and my girlfriend's been getting into it lately, just over random stuff, life situations. And I look outside and see all these ambulance and stuff going on. I don't know. They got Amarin out here. They literally have Amarin out here. I don't know exactly what's going on, but one of the workers from Amarin said that it was a fire or whatever. And the house that it looks like it's at, there's a bunch of kids and stuff that stay there with a family. So I don't know exactly what's going on, but that's why I tell everybody, make sure you're aware of your surroundings. Make sure you shutting things off like ovens and stoves and different devices. Never play with toasters. Toasters are very dangerous also. I just wanted to put that out there. Any kind of metal with the toaster, you can electrocute yourself, like forks and stuff, so be careful with that. But I don't know exactly what's going on, but they got Amarin out here, and this over on Walnut Street in Decatur, and looks like just a whole bunch of emergency vehicles. I'm trying to get closer to see if I can get any information or anything. I'm not trying to bother these people while they work, but one of the people from Amarin said that there was a fire, so I'm just going out here to see what's going on. This is local, by the way. It'll probably be on the WAND news or whatever. But yeah, man, there's a whole bunch of trucks out here. I'm trying to go see if I can see what this building is at. I hope it's not the one with all the kids, but I think it is. I can't really get too close to see which house it is. They got the hoses out and everything. Looks like that house on the corner is where they're at. There's a bunch of people that stay there, so I hope everything's okay. But that's why I try to tell people, man, a lot of times people make small mistakes, and so it's always good to be careful and double check different things. Same thing with locking your doors at night. I know a lot of people sometimes leave it open because they're in a comfortable neighborhood, but like I tell people, you always want to be careful. You never know what's going on, you know what I mean? A neighborhood could seem beautiful, and it could be a whole bunch of shady stuff going on within the whole, confines of the society we live in. So just want to tell everybody, be careful and safe. And that's crazy, man. I was playing Diablo. I was about to use the bathroom, and I seen a bunch of lights. So I was just like, what is going on? You know what I mean? But I guess this really gives me an excuse to go live. Today, like I said, just hasn't been the best day overall. Me and my girl got into it again last week. We've been really getting into it. Her daughters are moving out. But the thing is, I don't know, relationships in this day and age. I don't know what people used to do in the past, but in this day and age, it seems like a financial institution. I was just listening to this woman speak. She said her husband worked somewhere. I think it was a factory or something, General Mills, for 22 years. Then when she got her podcast and started making money, she said, baby, you don't got to work no more. You can retire or whatever. And I thought that was beautiful, man. I almost cried because it's hard to find that. You know what I mean? I was with my baby mama for a long time. I was with Shannon for a long time, Amber and Shannon. And it's like when I have money or when I can take care of things, people love me and everything's going fine. Not even that. A lot of times I'll make money and people disrespect me too. It's like, I don't know what's going on with America, humans, the world. But in 2024, it's like nothing but detriment and pain, it seems like. And when I say that, I'm not talking on everybody's behalf. Maybe you guys probably having beautiful lives, but there's a lot of people on the bottom that are hurt and destroyed. You know what I mean? Just a simple situation like this. Somebody who isn't financially capable enough or independent enough, if a situation like this happens, you always see on TV where they go get a lawyer and they go talk to their the people that do work on houses and construction and all that. In real life, dude, most people can't afford those types of things, you know what I mean? And so life can be miserable for a lot of people. That's why I try to be kind to people, you know what I mean? I try to give them love and peace and stuff, because in the world there may be all kind of situations, drama they're dealing with. But the only problem I tell people is you can only do that for so long. You know what I mean? Sometimes life is miserable and you have to get. There was a YouTuber named Feel Good. And when I first came in contact with this YouTuber, he messaged me a couple times and he liked my. Because what I do is I go to the different YouTubes and I'll put the covenant you see in the video description, I'll just leave it in a comment. A lot of times, a lot of people are happy to see me and a lot of times people call me names. This guy named Feel Good, I think it was like 2-3 years ago I came into contact with this page. He seemed like a happy guy. He was making videos with this woman, but he just wasn't, you know what I mean? So I left the covenant. I went to go check back on him like a year later because he was doing different things in between time. He made videos talking about he left his girl, how he's rearranging. Now he's got a beautiful boyfriend. When I say beautiful boyfriend, I'm not afraid of my sexuality, so I can say like he has a good man or something like that, and he's happy now. Now I'm not saying I'm finna go find a dude. What I'm saying is a simple situation like that. He wasn't happy where he was at, and so he changed his life and his situation. And that's what I tell people. It's good to be kind and all that, Christ conscious, and be loving to people, but you can only do that for so long. You have to look out for yourself. You have to show yourself that love, and then with the abundance you can show, like a gift. Okay, people will give people gifts. I've talked about this before. And when they give people gifts, they expect stuff back. A lot of times when people ask if I want a major gift or something, I won't say like somebody come up and be like, you want to smoke some weed or you want some food? Okay, that's small. I'm saying people will do big major things for people and then they'll be like, you didn't do nothing back for me. Okay, it's one thing if they don't want to help you back when they got it, but if you're just expecting people to do stuff for you because you did it for them, it's not going to happen. I'm telling you, I gave the world to a couple of people, and in return, they treated me like a bum. They didn't want to help me back. And growing up, one of the hardest things for me in this actual real world is that nothing is really what it was promised to be. The whole God will help you all the time, and religion's the way. Religious people are mean. The world is free and do what you want to be in life and you'll make it. That's not true. I mean, I'm not saying you're not going to make it. I'm saying they're giving people vain words to make them feel better, but in actuality, it's not healing or helping anything. So back to that guy Feel Good who, you know what I'm saying, left his girl and ended up being in a relationship. I'm proud of him, man. You'll see certain preachers and stuff. I'm not saying I'm proud of him because she was a bad chick. I don't know the girl he was with. I'm saying I'm proud of him for making his life better to where he is happy now. Am I saying he found the eternal happiness and is gonna forever? It's a journey. It don't matter who you with. But what I'm saying is, if you're with somebody who's constantly building you up, constantly making you feel beautiful, constantly making you feel like you can make it, constantly making you feel like no matter what happens, you're a strong person, that sounds like a good person to be with. But if you're with somebody who like, you're constantly sarcastic now and you got to be a funny guy because they always, like, okay, I get a situation, my girl. I'll say stuff like, I love you, beautiful, and all that bullshit. And she's like, you don't really love me. You don't blah, blah, blah. You don't blah, blah, blah. And I'll take it for a long time. whatever, banter. Then when I finally snap because I'm tired of her bullshit, she's like, oh, I don't understand. We were so happy. No, that's where toxic shit comes in. People will treat people like shit. And then when they come back from it, people always want to act like you were the problem. No. A lot of times in this society, and you'll hear everybody say it, a man is supposed to take care of a woman. A man's supposed to be financially blah, blah, blah. It's a man's job, man. Okay, if a man has it, then do whatever. It's your life. But after saying it's a man's job to do all this stuff, then if women get income, and if women are capable, why then in my life do I get told, oh, you need a job? Oh, you need this. Oh, you need that. If I'm trying to find a job and I can't find one, that you'll make it seem like, oh, I'm such a bad person and I'm not. That's not the case. Not everybody has the same journey. One person can probably go find 10 jobs in 5 months. Another person, it might take 5 months to find one job, if they can even find one. And so, this is why in my videos I tell you I don't hate gay people and I don't hate the LGBT and I don't hate women and all of this stupid stuff and whites and race. While the Caucasian institutions have done a lot of damage to me and my people, that doesn't mean I have to hate every Caucasian I come into contact with. You know what I mean? A situation in my relationships, it feels like when I get with a girl long enough and they get comfortable, they start treating me like shit. And I'll notice a man who don't put up with that and who is violent or oppressor or mean or toxic, they get the world and everybody, women bow down to them and all this. Then you get a man who's sweet and kind, and people want to stomp over them and say it's because we have the right to. That doesn't make sense. I just seen the young Don Reborn. He posted a video about Andrew Tate. I honestly thought y'all was just bothering Andrew Tate for whatever reason. But when I further do research and look at what Andrew Tate was talking about, this dude is grooming 15 and 16-year-olds on the internet, bragging about how he took everything from all these lonely men that wanted to learn about women. This dude is on a video saying, I just messaged him which country you're in, which blah, 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 blah. And all I did was ask him a question. It's about to be legal at 17 and 18. Like, bro, nobody's conspiring against you, Andrew Tate. You're grooming young virgins to fuck. Don't nobody want you all over their daughter? Don't nobody want you trafficking young women for your pleasure? Let's say Andrew Tate met an 18-year-old or is messaging us an 18-year-old, and then he's going to be with her or whatever. That's grown. But when you manipulate people, go for people on all this crazy shit y'all are doing, it's psychotic and it's not realistic. You know, back to this family over here, whoever this is going on, I'm gonna try to get information in the morning because I walk by, you know, and when I say information, I'm just simply sitting, making sure they're okay, because there's a lot of kids that stay in that house. But because a lot of times people will try to get information and use it against them, try to come up with secrets and stuff and go tell the whole world neighborhood, and then I don't even know, man. People can be miserable. That's why I tell people, if you find me and you like my videos, cool. If not, I'm not saying you gotta watch me, whatever. But I really think people should start standing on their own 2 feet. I really think people should start learning their own true inner power, learning how to manipulate their own minds so that they can be a strong pillar or a strong voice in their own world or something like that. That don't mean we can't come together and build mighty castles and stuff. But if that castle is built out of enslavement, fear, murder, misogyny, us versus them, racism, I say anti-Semitism because there's a lot of Jewish people that actually have to deal with bullshit. Not these rich elites that are going around here trying to manipulate the world. That's why it's like a mind fuck, because I've seen Jewish people get treated like garbage for a long time, the older days. Then now in this day and age, they done took the cloak of Germany. I don't understand it. So, like I said, man, I'm not anti-Semitic. I don't even know what that means. Because after living through what I lived through as an African-American, for any other race to come up to me and call me a name, y'all are backwards, man. I don't. But anyways, they went through shit too. And so who am I? You know what I mean? So I got problems with my own community doing stupid stuff sometimes. That girl who made that song in the ice cream truck talking about she loves, or can you hang low, or she loves dick, man. That's a representation of what they're doing in the media to our people. And that's why I tell people, learn yourself. They do this they be like, they always want to put black men in a dress. They have been putting white men in dresses and makeup. Like, it's not a race, man. Some weird people out there just like seeing weird shit. So, you know what I mean? If a grown man wants to put on a dress and another grown man wanted to watch him, I don't see what y'all are doing. Like, it's funny to me. I'm going to become enraged and want to attack them because they're wearing a dress. Dude, goodness gracious. There's people that I do want to attack. And when I say that I'm not violent, I'm talking about, like, if I see somebody hurting kids or hurting women or hurting innocent people, I want to stop that. So, you know what I mean? I've been seeing just different people go through our life and do strange, weird shit. So anybody that can get a hold of me and watch me, I try to bring as much logic and common sense to the world as I can, because there's a lot of violence out there. For everybody that's just tuning in, I went live because I think some house was catching fire and a whole bunch of the authorities was out here. I haven't been able to get too much intel because everybody's asleep, but I'm just hoping everybody's okay. But yeah, and I just thought I'd talk to a few people, you know what I mean? Get know more people, maybe get some more subscribers. Like and subscribe if you like the video. I kind of been getting tired of YouTube, not because, like, when I say people attack me, there's like random comments, but people aren't like coming up to me in the world and to my house. It's like virtual shit. And I tell people do that because they're projecting. They're afraid. They got their own thing going on, so they try to get the world to conform to their belief systems and stuff. But the main thing I try to teach people is don't be afraid. Everybody's gonna have fear, so I'm not saying like be some courageous monk or something. I'm just saying, try to find your inner strength. Try to find your inner peace. Because what I'm going through with my girlfriend right now, I just text my mom, and she back cool. I mean, me and my mom cool, but my mom don't really like the situation I'm in right now, and I don't blame her. You know what I'm saying? As a girlfriend, my girl kind of gets an attitude when I deal with my kids, when I go pick them up, when I spend time with them. But everything is about her life and her kids. I noticed that a lot. Women don't have like 2, 3 kids or whatever, single moms. They'll expect some dude to come take care of all their stuff. But then a lot of times when the man has problems, they don't want to deal with it. They're like, it's his job to take care of me, not the other way around. Now, not all women are like this. I can only tell y'all what I experience. And so if I say, all women on the earth are perfect, based on my experience, I've been getting stomped. So, yes, there's beautiful women out there, and I get envious and upset sometimes when I see dirt bags with good women. But what can I do, man? If she's in love with him and he's in a, that's what I don't know. So I just really want people to know that I love you all, but sometimes people do irritating things, so I get upset. Whatever. I still gotta live in this world. Um, like I said, I really hope these people over here are okay. I don't think it's the house on the corner. Actually, it looks like they're pulling hoses to this house. So I don't know. I just hope everybody's okay. This is Decatur, over on the west. So I think somebody's house caught on fire or something, and this is right down the street from me. So, um, anybody out there, just a reminder: check all your stuff when you go to sleep. Make sure everything's turned off. Make sure your stoves, crock pots, ovens, all that. Um, yeah. Something that's been on my mind too. When I talk to people about racism, I'm not calling white people. That's not. Although there are a lot of Caucasians that are racist. There are a lot of people in many different cultures that are racist. In my life, when I was being raised, I didn't really know racism. I was kept in the house a lot. Barney, Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers, church. So now that I'm older, it's like heartbreaking to know that my life is ruined. Not ruined. To know that my life is so fucking hard because the color of my skin. Like I don't. Hey, what's up, family? I hope you're having a good night. Just for some context, I was playing Diablo, and I think one of the houses there was a fire. There was Amarin trucks out here and stuff, and they said that somebody's house was on fire. But I'm just hoping everybody's okay. Checking out the neighborhood, seeing what's going on. Um, I just thought this would be a good time to talk to people, see what's going on out here. The political world's making me not want to get on YouTube for a while. This happens every 4 years. They start getting into politics again. The world does, and it's like this. It's like this. There's a whole fire, and then people have to come try to put it out because of these political systems. So that's just a metaphor. I'm just giving like an example of how dangerous politics can be. There's a lot of stuff going on. I'm seeing because the problem with politics, a lot of times it's not actual policies that people care about. What they're doing is they got their favorite side, which everybody does it. They like Kamala or they like Trump. Left, right, blue, red. It's like a team. And those teams get psychotic sometimes. You'll see people, we want somebody dead or you ruined our country. First of all, one person doesn't ruin a country. They can do some damage to a country. But even Trump, I might not like Trump, but when people say Trump ruined the country, dude, you should do some history. This country was going downhill before Trump. It was going downhill before Biden. That's why all these like political, every 4 years, this president ruined the country and this president fixed it. No, they didn't. A country is made of all kinds of people. And so you got the judicial branch, the electoral, you got the judicial branch, the executive branch, the legislative branch, you got the state governors, the state, all that, man. It's not one president. So what they'll do is they'll make a whole bunch of people hate Trump, and they'll make a whole bunch of people hate Kamala. Then there'll be like lynch mobs. They'll all be ready to attack each other and destroy. Like, Kamala isn't really Indian, and look, she did this policy, and Trump, he is this, and he thinks blah, blah, blah. It's like, who cares? If a crazy person came up to you on the street and started talking crazy, you would probably try to get away from them. But then people put them in suits and on the news and stuff, and they're like, oh, this person's important. It must matter. What matters is your life, your beautiful life that we were all given. My beautiful life, your beautiful life. And I honestly, the reason why I am kind of sad sometimes is because with the amount of knowledge and technology we possess as humanity, I think for us to still be racist, still be sexist, still be hating people, it doesn't make sense to me. There, technology is insane, incredible, but we still hate each other for our skin color. We still hate each other because we're Christian or Catholic or Jewish or Muslim or atheist. That all takes away from your true power. That you are the sentient calculator in the mind. Calculator is just an example of saying you're like a supercomputer. A man came up to me one time and said, I'm so dumb. I said, do you know how to eat food? Yes. Do you know how to go to sleep and use the bathroom? Yes. Do you know how to survive every day? Yes. But that, I said, no, but nothing. Right there is the sentience to survive. Life is the most precious gift. So all the other, I don't know physics, I don't know mathematics, I don't know this and that, and I'm not smart, and I'm not a genius. None of that is true. The fact that you can survive every day, you're already a genius. Everything else is just entertainment. I don't want to say it's all entertainment, but all these YouTubers saying the narcissists are everywhere, the shadow workers are everywhere. Okay, there might be narcissists and stuff, but that ideally, how the world works, we all have our own individual beliefs. And when other people's beliefs don't agree with our beliefs, we have one or two choices. Well, many choices. We can debate about it, we can talk about it, we can learn and understand, or we can fight. If we fight, then the knowledge doesn't matter because what's most important is this. You see what I'm saying? So you go into a fight with all this brain power and then end up using this. It doesn't make sense to me. So everybody that's watching, everybody that does watch in the future, all this stuff, this is another thing I really want to exemplify. You'll hear a lot of people saying they're the Christ, or they're the return, or they're okay. My thing is when people make a singular God or a singular, that's how cloning works. The spiritual cloning. They'll be like, I am the way, so follow me. No, I am the way, so follow me. I am the way. No, we're all the way, and we each have our own lights, and then we come together and make a galaxy of lights, a whole ecosystem. You know what I mean? If I say I am the Christ, then you are too. I can't sit here and say I'm some magical God that's more important than anybody else. Because I would gladly give somebody else power if they do what's right with it. When I say power, I mean, like, if I'm around somebody that I trust every day, I'm like, okay, go take this $1,000 to the bank. That's power. Because I trust you enough to know that you won't rob me. That simple thing right there is power. But a lot of times we don't understand true power because we're looking for like magical, like you go to people in the religion and they're not worried about be kind to others, love each other, love your neighbor, they're like, oh, we have the rest of knowledge, and when Jesus come back, he's coming for me and my church. It's like, no, bro. How about we're all humans and we all deserve love? We all got our own problems. I promise you. So whenever somebody magnifies somebody else's problems super big, sometimes they're projecting. Now, as I told people before, it's good to give people advice. I give advice all the time. But two things come with advice: acceptance or denial. If they deny my advice, that don't mean that they're evil. They just view the world differently than I do. I'll give you an example. I believe racism is very rampant and does exist. But do I believe all people are racist? No. Just like how there's some people that's nice, there's some people that's not nice. There's some people that's smart, there's some people that's not so smart. And when I say that, I'm not saying because they're dumb, I'm saying because they use their knowledge to destroy. It's like Obi-Wan told Anakin, you were supposed to destroy the Sith, not join it. So I don't want nobody destroying people. I'm saying, okay, watch this. I smoke a little bit of weed. I smoke a lot of weed. But if somebody comes up to me and says weed's bad, they don't mess with weed, I'm not going to try to force them to smoke weed. I'm going to believe what they just told me. Because now if they start smoking weed and become delusional and start having problems in life, am I going to be there to pick them up? Same with a lot of these self-help motivational people. They say this is the way, that's the way, narcissism, this, that, don't believe in this, don't believe. Okay, if you were to fall, they're not going to take off their business suit. They're not going to stop attending their dinners. They're not going to come out of their $250,000 house and come go, oh, let me help you up. And if they do, they're an exceptional person. That's what's called an anomaly. So a lot of times in life, there's a lot of hatred. But all you got to do is remember, if that's not for you, because there's going to be hatred. I hate death. I hate murder. I hate slavery. I hate racists. I hate people that maliciously hurt other people. But at the same time, I'm not going to go slay all of them. It's that balance. I know it exists, but I can be set apart from it. And that's simply all that really matters. You know what I mean? Some people cannot get away from it. Some people are caught in very bad situations. Those are the people I pray for. Those are the people that need help. Not somebody that gets off work and goes, oh, I think I might be crazy and all the blah, 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 blah. My life is so blah, blah. Okay, whatever. You want to see crazy? Go in some of these countries where they're eating cockroaches and grains. You won't think you're so crazy no more. Go to an actual psych facility where people are really out there. You won't think you're so crazy no more. I'm telling you, a lot of times people just don't know they have the power. They haven't been taught to think from their own perspective. Even as a youth, what are we told? I have no problem with people saying give it to God and give it to Allah and all that stuff, but that's not how they do it. They go, murder, 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 murder. The Lord destroyed these villages. Follow me or die. You're going to pay. You're going to reach the eternal hells. Why don't y'all just give peace and love with that stuff? That's all I'm asking. So some people aren't even religious anymore, and I don't blame them. A lot of times when I deal with people that was dealing with psychosis and psych health, they were talking religion. Not some, oh, I believe it. They were talking the raptures, and I'm the blah, blah, blah. And I just out there. I'll probably stream tomorrow. I've been really looking for a job lately, but that's a whole nother subject. But yeah, I can go live tomorrow too. And thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I just want to give out loving words to as many people as I can, because a lot of times when I do YouTube, I'll notice there's a lot of hate and confusion. So if I just give a little bit of love, it balances it out, I guess. So see you later. Thank you. So yeah, I really just hope people can learn to love each other and learn to come together. That's the Christ mind, being able to accept people that are different. I'm not saying accept everything. Some people do some very mean, nasty stuff. But if they're just like, okay, if a man's playing a violin and picking flowers, and well, you guys don't have to make fun of people and call them gay and effeminate and all that. That is dumb. That's stupid. First of all, roles exist, but the actual like men are to do this and women are to do that. I'm not teaching people to go be the opposite of what they are and stuff. I mean, what you are is what you are. But what I'm saying is, oh, he's cooking and cleaning and blah, blah, blah. That's sissy. Oh, he's staying at home and taking care of the kids while she works. That's it. She's a butch. She's working hard. No. That's disrespectful, man. Women, if we're going to say that women are capable and have the power and do all this other stuff, feminism, then you can't give them the power and then they get mad when they have to work and stuff. I don't understand how it works. You know what I mean? You're giving what you ask for. So, I don't know. At the same time, women do deserve power and respect and all that. And there are a lot of women out there that do the right thing. So, like I said, I worked for 7 years with one, 4 with another. Gave all the stuff, houses. When I say houses, paying rent, buying stuff, paying the bills. And every time when they're bored or don't want it no more, they just go off and start talking to you crazy, do your own thing, do their own thing. Now, anybody listening to me right now, I told you all, I can only speak from my perspective. Logically, I can speak from any perspective, and so that's been predominantly what's been going on. Just people using people for relationships. She literally told me one time, I don't want to be alone. I want to get married so that you can't leave. I'm not marrying that. That's fear. You want to get married so I can't leave? That's a trap, dude. That's a cage. I don't know. That's so... I don't even know what the word is. It's like fear and projecting at its finest. If I'm paying all the bills, I'm sitting here and I'm trying to take care of the house and the family, your kids, all this stuff, deal with you with your divorce, your ex-husband, all this. But only thing I ever hear is, you don't want me. You're trying to leave me. You don't really love me. You're fake. A man was beating on her and acting a nut, taking him food to prison and commissary and buying him hot plates and TVs, money. But then I come on the scene, help with housing and help pay the bills and help do everything right. And it seems like she hates me. So that's why I tell people, you find somebody that clicks with you and you got something, live your life and enjoy it. Because the world is really confusing sometimes. And it seems like I said, I went to community college. I went and got on buses to do this. I was homeless and still going to school. When I say homeless, I mean staying on people's couches and stuff. Then when I did finally get enough to actually be able to financially be on my own and leave my parents' house and stuff, at every turn, audited because my baby mama's claiming the kids again, but she lives in a whole nother city. Audited 4 times in a fucking row. Do you know what an audit is and how painful that shit is? Then I got audited during COVID, which means I want you to figure that one out. Had the kids for 6, 7 months, and she still has the Wiccan link. What are you doing with it? Like just dumb shit. Then I have both the kids. I meet this new woman. Everything is about her kids, her kids. Every time I want to see my kids or get my kids complaining, oh this, all that. Your mom's always this. Your mom's like, I'm done, dude. Fuck relationships. Fuck helpmeet. I am my helpmeet. I find a beautiful woman that wants to come along and help me and not make my life miserable. Cool. Until then, I am fine with being alone. There's too much in this world to explore to be trapped with somebody who is miserable. So, I hope you all can have a beautiful night. I really done said everything I really want to say because, to be honest, giving people advice can be like a bag of nails. And the reason it's a bag of nails, because a bag of nails can be used to hammer stuff together and build a house, or it can be used to stab a bunch of stuff and do stupid shit with. So I just don't have the patience, I don't think. It's not that I don't have the patience. It's that in a world where logically we do all have free will, and we can do whatever we fucking want, apparently, especially based on America's logic, then what am I going to do? You all, different people want to believe in hurting others and all this stupid stuff. Because I ain't got no problem with the Black Hebrew Israelites. I ain't got no problem with Judaism. I don't got no problem with Christianity. Those are all just words. It's the people that wield these things that create monsters. So, Yahweh just wants to say I am who I am and chill. Anybody that don't know why I keep saying Yahweh, and actually if you pay attention, Yahweh, that's still Yahweh. That's my name, Juan Bruce, JDB. I can't get away from it. The more I try to skate, the funny thing about Samuel and Jonah and all these prophets, and a friend of mine, Dan, said it in a comment one time. But when I say this, I want you guys to understand what I mean. He said, at first he said he don't understand these allegories, some of these stories like with Jonah and casting lots and stuff. And I was like, bro, welcome to the club. I was like, the best you can do is formulate your own spiritual matrix, understand. But if you're going to do that, please use these other people as examples. But then he said, I guess the only real thing about it is when God wants you to do something, you can't escape his will. So I'm explaining what that means. And I'm going to say what that means. If I am wanting you to do something, if I am wanting something from who I am, not from you, but from who I am, the Most High is going to make it happen. Now, y'all hear that and be like, all these people that do destructive stuff, how do we weed it out, sift it out? That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't. It's your life, and if you have the common sense to navigate properly, then be thankful to the Most High. Thank who you are. That in a world of random number generators, RNG, I like to call the Truman Show, you came out quite all right. That's the blessing, I guess. Because from the inside, I am in paradise. But from the outside, the world has a lot of healing to do. So, I can't make them heal. All I can do is give advice, baptize them with words, the water, and hopefully they bathe in what I say. And because I could say anything. And it's about you picking up something and making it beautiful. So I could say, with the loud lion shout, the word of the Lord has come. With the loud lion shout, who I am is here. Or I could say, I'm like a rooster. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Both mean the same thing, dude. That's what I'm trying to get you all to understand about the dead letter and how the dead letter kills the spirit if you allow it to imprison you. So one person can read, I will never leave thee or forsake thee. One person to hear that and get the ultimate power forever. I'm strong on the inside because I am protected. Another person will hear that, I am haunted forever. Oh God, why won't you leave me? Just how you pick up the knowledge and information. how you ingest it. So I am hoping soon I can find a job and my finances can be redeemed. Because I never got it. Even if you look at the beginning of my videos, I was kind of heckling people who asked for money. But then I learned a lesson. If that's how you make money, it's how you make money. But I cannot stand when people use God and Jesus to manipulate people. It infuriates me, or any religion, anything on this planet. It ain't just religion. So, all who are pure, exemplified, and let it be known. I'll see a lot of videos now. People like, fuck this and fuck that. The Most High got me woo. And a lot of people hear them cussing and be like, you're not with the Most High. You're a devil. Hey, y'all should go read that book then. Because some of these prophets tore people off. But y'all don't know this stuff because y'all are just listening to your pastors and stuff. Jesus, Elijah, Moses, none of them were nice. You all will read Jesus and say that was nice. I'm trying to tell you all, he was rebuking people and destroying the elites. So I'm not telling y'all to go cuss people out. I'm not telling y'all that's how you have to be. I'm telling you, everybody is righteous from their own perspective. So maybe try to find the right righteousness that doesn't harm others. Islam, I'm sorry, but y'all cannot. Judaism, Islam, if you go read the Babylonian Talmud and some of these Hasidic teachings, there's somewhere in there that says 12 is the age of consent. I hear multiple Islamic scholars say that once a woman blossoms and is able to make her own decisions, it's consent. Y'all are going down a dangerous fucking path. I don't know if it's Europeans, Europe, there's predators everywhere, but predominantly the sex charges in this country, if you look up, you'll see. You got Andrew Tate, Harvey Weinstein, all these people of a certain faction doing things. And I'm trying to tell you all, wake up. No, there is none holy but that which I am. So when I say that, I'm not talking about me. You say that now. Now, from your holiness and your perspective, do what's right with it. I can't tell you keep the Sabbath holy. What does holiness mean? And another thing they're trying to tell y'all is the year 5800. No, it's not. A time appeared around 4000 BC and before that. Moses is from Egypt. He was a pharaoh. These stories are full of lies. So, I love y'all. Try to heal to the best of your ability. I don't know what this next week is going to entail. I told my mom I finally can't take it no more. Me and my girl, because she'll keep saying, I'm waiting for my daughters to move out. I'm waiting for this and that. I'm waiting. But the cars broke down, so there's no car note. I lost my job, so nobody's paying the rent. The only thing that's being paid is the electric, which you got to pay anyway. And I guess the Netflix and the Wi-Fi. So how can you, according to what I just did, now that I'm hurting, you should be able to be taking care of us like a motherfucker. But no, I can't do it. You don't have a job. I'm tired. Well, my mom says, I'm going to take the day off and try. I said, can we take legal? Because you sit up in the house talking about me and complaining and won't go. You need a job. I don't need to do anything. This is my house. Going to bed. I'm sick of this. Then leave. But what do people do? She wants to keep fighting. You're going to have to go get a law to get rid of me. You're going to have to go do this and that. But if something happens in a situation, what they going to do to me? Say I was the aggressor? After this is over with, I don't want relationships. I don't want to be under another flesh where I talk about, you're not the same. You said this before. You did this. I can do that fucking shit myself. I can torment myself. All the time, you don't look at me the same no more. You're not romantic. You don't touch on me. You don't do this and that. Hey, you want to make love? Hey, ooh, you want to touch on all? Don't touch me. You just want to fuck all the time. I'm sick of the bullshit. I'm sick of women's. You all teach these girls over and over for all their life. Go, you're a princess. You can do anything. The world's about you. Get a man that can take care of you. All right? Ain't no man for to deal with that shit. Just like y'all tell us, oh, you're a mama's boy. You sleep on the couch. You do good, bitch. Then stay on my life. Sorry for that, but on some real shit, she used to tell me, I like the word bitch. Call me a bitch. I used to get confused by it. Then one day we're arguing. Bitch, don't call me that. Confusion. If you're happy alone, please be alone. People will make you miserable if you're not careful. And so I teach people all the time, you don't need help meet. You don't need all these people telling you this is the way, that's the way, this is the light. No. Find your center. Find what makes you happy. You like TV. You like gardening. You like running around the block 10 times. You like eating 10 bags of chips and sitting your ass on the couch. Who's going to tell you that's evil? Who's going to tell you you're not praying enough? Who's going to tell you you're not doing this and that enough? None of that shit matters. What matters is your health, your life. And when it says be kind to people and be loving, if you have the love to give, give it. If not, don't. If you have the money to donate to homeless people, donate it. If not, don't. So, you know what I mean? I love y'all. It's time for me to go. It's been about 40 minutes. I'm finna go in the house and sit still some more and wait for my, because what's currently happening now in my relationship, after she's already said I'm sick of this, if you say you're single one more time, but she won't go. But then every day she'll buy like a pack of cigarettes and some weed, complain about it. A $10 pack of cigarettes, but got a full-time job and ain't paying no bills. I'm done. Keep your cigarettes, keep your weed, keep all that shit. Because you know it's crazy when why do you think she's buying the simple shit that's addictive, but not taking care of no real problems with me? They want to string you along, keep you addicted. Then when you break away from, whether it's religion, whether it's alcohol, cigarettes, people, love, then when you break away, oh, they did me so dirty. Oh, they never loved me. Oh, shut the fuck up. They want to use you. When you're tired of being used, they want to come after your character. No, not no more. So I loved her. I did. I loved all the women I've been with. I've tried my hardest to be kind and sweet to people. I've tried my hardest to date my own race, date outside my race, date this, date that, young, old, purple, green, blue, up. I'm done. My life is like a fucking lion. I chill in my pride. And whichever females that are kind, loving, beautiful enough to receive anything from me will. All else, fuck off and be single. I don't care. People that hear me talking like this, oh, you're wicked. Oh, you have a foul mouth. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Go read some of them prophets some more. Right. It ain't just about the prophets. I'm sick of people walking over people with toxic bullshit, and then they act like they're victims afterwards. Women do this a lot in America. All these women in the Middle East get murdered, can't even walk around without shit on their head. Then you come to America, I do what I want. I'm not signing no prenup. It's all our money, but when I get money, it's my money. Oh, you need to take care of me. You're not a good man like this. You're not a good man like that. And this man does this. Always comparing. But then, you talk about their weight. You talk about their hair. You're shaming us. You're shaming us. Shaming. But for all my life, this was the biggest joke in the world. And they laugh about it, right? And this isn't me. Oh, is this? What does this mean? For anybody that knows. Right? But don't body shame women. It's a running joke to body shame us. Men. Then people say, you're a man, you're supposed to take it. You're a man, you're supposed to blah, blah, blah. You're a man. This just in. Suicide between law enforcement is 50%. Suicide between average citizens is almost over 20%. Suicide. Don't y'all see? It's not the suicide, it's the results that get people there. It's not the depression and the anxiety and all that shit, it's the results that get people there. So, start a family, live your life, and do all this stuff, get a picket fence in a house. Fuck all that. Live your life. Find peace where you can find it. Protect yourself. Because a lot of men will use you for sex, and a lot of women will use you for finances and security. It's up to you to stay protected. Because it makes me sick how many people across the world are begging for love, and you can see them online, but in real life, everybody around us is just really fucked up. So find your center, find your place. I'm finna have to go in here real quick, chill it, sit on the couch some more, you know what I mean? Because trying to help the psychotic and people in religion has got me fucked off. So there's some scriptures I do believe. Oh, they will hate you and they won't like you and they'll try to destroy you. Because the ultimate, all this Messiah and King and stuff, he's just a freer. He frees people. I'm the one that frees from the land of Egypt. Anyways, so with that freedom, people who have power don't like that. If I free a bunch of slaves, they're not going to like that. But I don't care. So, enjoy life. be free. When I talk about slavery, you all can be as free as a bird and still enslaved in a lot of concepts, a lot of mental anguish, a lot of I have to do this. Take that I have to do this, write it all down, really look at what's important, and let that be your guide. Look at that like side quests or quests in a game. Yeah, you can just do dungeons all the time, but that gets boring. Sometimes you want to do the events. Sometimes you want to do the side quests. I'm a Christian, but I listen to. I'm not saying me. I'm saying let's say you're a Christian and you like to listen to metal sometimes. You're an atheist, but you like gospel music. I'm gonna be honest with you. Gospel music is really fucking comforting. I don't care what religion you're in. The Arabic people, Muslims, when they sing that, yeah, oh my God, that's beautiful. The gospel songs from African Americans and Caucasians when they're singing up there in the choir, because yeah, it's cute to let everybody sing and everybody's got a voice, cool. But sometimes, like, you guys will let people sing and the choir sounds just like, which I mean, you're singing your hearts out, live your lives, but I don't. Like, some people are too humble and they're like, all plain, don't make anything pretty, and it has to be plain. Then some people just Botox, bow butt, bow robes. Middle ground, dude. I just watched this documentary of Eazy-E's daughter doing a documentary on his death. The girl don't care about her father. I really don't think she does. She's doing it for clout. The dude died from AIDS, but she's going around saying it's a conspiracy theory. Then when they finally found the death certificate, because they were saying they wouldn't give it to her, because she wanted his marriage certificates and all this other stuff. It's like, lady, when you get to a certain age, you can't. Your parents can get your birth records, and you can get your parents' death records, and you can get your children's medical records until they're 18. But once you're all adults, you can't dabble in different people's records. I keep trying to tell you all that. So all these people exposing people on the internet with their problems and psychos and all their private lives, that's illegal. I don't even know how a lot of this shit is legal. It's called defamation of character and HIPAA violations. But whatever's going on, I don't know. I'm just a burning stick in the fire snatched out to try to help us, you all, with my new garment of not giving a fuck about none of this bullshit, but giving peace, love, and freedom. So, stay blessed, stay loving, and I hope you all can have a good night.